It's time to introduce our first act. He's a good friend of mine. I've gigged with him many, many times. You're going to absolutely love him. Please give him a warm welcome and welcome to the stage, Steve Hughes.
London. All right, excellent. How are you? My name's Steve. I'm from Australia, actually. I used to play in heavy metal bands, see? That's why I had to leave Australia, because it doesn't like that kind of stuff. And I never suited Australia. It's a weird place for me to grow up in. My parents are British, and it's just strange being a white man in a black man's country in the middle of Asia, you know. And the culture's strange. I never suited it, you know. It's all based around sport and racism. And, I wasn't very good at either of them, you know. I didn't know what to kick, you know. And, And recently, we had a brilliant time. Recently, I just did a comedy gig at a heavy metal festival in Derbyshire called Bloodstock. And to tell you people the truth, I don't even know why they bothered getting comics to do the festival, because what they've done, like most things, they become corporate. They stuck a theme park, like rides, within the confines of the ground, so people would have something to do besides bands, right? But that made me think, why did they even bother getting comedians? Because I've got to tell you people, there is nothing funnier than a goth on a dodgem. You understand? Get it? And they got us out of London for the weekend because that was the time you were having your riots running around. Yeah, it was funny. Just listening to the reporting, that's what I found funny. Just listening to them going, look at them! Looting! Bloody looters! Running around looting. Going, yeah, well, you know. You ever been to the British Museum? So. Where'd you get that Sphinx from? Norwich? Is that your pyramid? Yeah, we found it in the Cotswolds. It's under a hedge. Who'd have thought? You would never museum if you didn't go looting. You come to the British Museum and look at our squirrel exhibit. Put it in the Spitfire, make it look more interesting. You help yourself to a Yorkshire pudding on the way out. There you go. You know what I mean? The lies we're inflicted with in the 21st century, the war on terror to me is the ultimate one. How can you have a war on terror? What are you talking about? This doesn't even make sense. When's this going to end? When they've got the terror. Relax, it's all gone. We're moving on to horror next. We'll get those goths out of the dodgem for starters. This is insanity. You can't have a war on terror. Are you having a war on terror, are you? That's right. What does war create? Terror. Exactly. So you're having a war against the consequence of the actions you're involved in. Yeah, but I know. Ours is good terror. It's good, peace, freedom-loving terror, you know. Kind of like terror light, you know. Sort of a diet terror. You know. Sort of, I can't believe it's not terror, you know. And then we deal with that. And then next, what do we deal with? Well, this is all happening. Oh, by the way, the planet's broken. It's all warmed up. And, yeah, we have to fix it. Because we've broken it. And, you know, we've done tests. Who has? You know, experts. Who are they? Oh, don't worry about it. They're here. What are you talking about? I don't even believe in it. People freak out. What do you mean you don't believe in it? I don't believe in it. You have to believe in it. It's the law. Well, it's not yet. I'm sure it will be, but until then, no. Why should I believe in it? What are you talking about? They're running around the world, dropping depleted uranium all over the earth, sitting there letting nuclear weapons off underneath the sea, and the rest of us, what are we going to do? Sit at home with a special light bulb and a shopping bag for life. Yeah. That's all you have to do. And at the end of the day, while all this goes on, what else is happening? Well, the Xfactor's on the news. This is not normal. It's a TV show. Why is it on the news? It's not normal. When I grew up, The Price is Right wasn't on the news. No, this is not news. This is rubbish. And I'm here to tell you people, being English, the Xfactor, what have you done? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Disturbing. You should stop it. I know all countries around the world now have got this kind of stupid shows, but you, especially, America, they're too far gone. Doesn't matter about them. And you, what are you up to? You can't have the Xfactor. You can't watch the Xfactor. This is England! You made Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Venom, Motorhead, Def Leppard, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, the Rolling Stones, the Who, the Beatles, the Smiths, the Cure, the Damned, the Jam, the Police, the Sex Pistols, the Clash, Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, Jarvis Cocker, David Bowie, Queen, Pink Floyd, Radiohead, Supertramp, Chemical Brothers and The Prodigy. And if you're watching the Xfactor after a resume like that, I'm just telling you, you're a bit of a bastard. Exactly. You've been absolutely glorious. Hope you have an excellent time. See you later. Cheers.